I worked at HD back when Bob Nardelli took over and brought in people into what they called the SLP program. Bob came in during a time of transition and change was not as widely accepted as had been hoped. Frank came in and took over and was able to turn things around and increase shareholder value when Bob resigned. My question would be how? What did he see that Bob was missing that enabled him to drastically change the culture? They both worked at GE. Frank worked at HD under Bob, and when Bob resigned, Frank took over. Frank was able to change the culture of one of the largest corporations today. I had the pleasure of meeting Frank when I worked in Atlanta at HD Corporate in 2002, and I'm just amazed by what he was able to do after seeing behind the curtain the many issues HD had.
That's incredible. That's nice to hear.
Yeah, that's great.
What's his name?
Dave again?
Dave Clutch.
Dave.
Yeah, fix
All
it.
right, Dave, I got to get out to Albuquerque.
What was the, instead of worrying about what Bob or this, obviously keeping,
Right.
Obviously having a sense of you, classy gentleman, like what was the, you walk in, how long did it take you to assess the situation? How much time because you were in it, did it take less? Or, do you think that people are unbelievably naive of what happens when they're the last line of defense? Did you all of a sudden look at everything and it was from a different angle? Like, I'd love to understand that.
So Dave will appreciate this because the SLP program that he references, my son actually started working at Home Depot, and it was called the Store Leadership Program. In my son's case, and I don't know if this was true for Dave, my son returned from Iraq. It was a Iraq war veteran.
Incredible,
and
thank you.
The company made opportunities to come and work at a store.
Yes.
And he worked his way up from assistant store manager to store manager. And now he still works at the company at a different job.
Interesting.
So part of the answer to how did I know or how did I develop a point of view on what needed to be fixed was...
You had somebody in the trenches.
Exactly. And I had somebody in the trenches who... So the problem, again, with large companies, actually companies any size, is that the leaders are the frog that the company boils. So gradually everybody molds themselves to what they think you as the leader want to
The
hear.
end.
And you stop hearing what you need to hear, and people just know that it's in their self-interest. If you say how things going, it's in their self-interest to say, Gary, they're going great, you're awesome, please go. I mean, they just...
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah. And
Because I'm
anyway, so
really-
my son would tell me
I
what was
apologize to
actually
interrupt,
going on.
but